Hey y'all, thanks for stopping by today. So what I want to do today is I want to show you this, I guess it's kind of a vlogging setup. I'm calling it a filmmaking setup because I'm using the iPhone 13 and it has this new cinematic video function or setting. So you should see a pretty blurry background. You can change the f-stop. So this is, I think it's at its lowest setting or highest, however you want to look at it, at F2. And let me sit down here for a second and kind of get my bearings. So yeah, I'm out here, I'm testing a few things. You can see here this wireless mic. This is by Maono. So we're testing this, so you can see how I have it. It also comes with a lavalier mic. I'm going to put that on and test that as well. I'm going to compare how that sounds to the native mic in the smartphone here, the iPhone 13. I'm thinking the biggest difference is going to be ambient sound that this will reduce. I think the benefit is going to be when it's windy and in picking up ambient noise. You can see cars passing behind me. There's a river out here. We're just going to test it out. I'm going to actually show you a close-up look at the setup here so you can see everything that I have, everything I'm using, how I got it set up and all of that. But first, welcome to the Gadget Inspector channel where we're into all kinds of drones and all kinds of gadgets. If you're into that kind of stuff, you are in the right place, my friend. Please consider subscribing to the channel and don't forget to click that bell. That way you'll know when I upload new videos. Now, the other thing you probably see here is I'm holding this device right here. This is by Feiyutech. Okay, this is by Feiyutech. This is a competitor to the DJI Pocket, DJI Osmo Pocket. This is the Feiyutech Pocket 2S. And I haven't done a video on this yet, but I will be doing a review video on this one. But I thought I would come out and do some sort of B-roll and supplemental shooting with this. So if you see this in the shot, that's why. Okay. All right, let's go ahead and cut to the office so I can give you a close-up look at what I'm using today. Okay, so let's take a quick close-up look at the setup here. The first thing is this flexible tripod right here. This is under 20 bucks. You can probably get it for about $15. It's solid. Okay, so these arms are all flexible so you can wrap it around objects. It gives you a lot of options on where you can place your camera, right? And you can see your swivel here. Now, the mount that you see on here right now is for your smartphone, but it has a 1/4 thread here so you can mount a small DSLR or a mirrorless camera, even an action camera on here, right? But here's what I want to show you right now. Okay, so I'm going to be mounting my smartphone on this, and I'm also going to be using the Maono WM820 wireless mic system. Now, if you have another type of mic system, this will prove useful as well in mounting the receiver. Okay, and let me show you these two pieces. Now, all of this stuff is going to be in the description box. Sorry about that focusing issue. There's two pieces here. There's this one, and then there's this piece right here. Okay, like I said, both are going to be in the description box so you'll know exactly what you're getting. Okay, I'm going to put links down there for you so you'll know exactly what you need. Okay, and so this now allows that mic system to be mounted. Let me show you that now. Okay, so here's the Maono WM820 wireless mic system. Okay, we're gonna be using this when we get back outside here. Let me get the darn box open. Okay, here's what you got right here. And these are, this is the receiver and the transmitter. All right, here you go. And you can see how they clip on back here. Okay, now let me show you this, how this will mount. Real simple. See this? You're just gonna slide it right in just like that. Kinda. You can loosen this up, which it looks like I need to do. Loosen it up. Now we're gonna tighten it back down. Now it's mounted, okay? And I'm gonna go ahead and put everything together so you can see what it looks like. And then we're gonna get on back outside and test this out so you can see how it sounds, all right? Okay, let me point out a couple important things before we move forward. So with the Maono wireless mic system, you get the cables that you need to connect the receiver to your phone or your camera or your action cam, right? This is what you get. Now, if you have an iPhone, this obviously will not work, right? You're gonna need an adapter, all right? And this is the adapter right here. And once again, links to everything are in the description box. Okay, all right? So what you're gonna do here is just connect it just like that. That goes into the lightning port right there. And then we're just gonna connect it up with the receiver right there. See that? Very simple. Let me show you this. See that? There's your setup. Nice and easy. And make sure you mount it where it doesn't come off. Tighten it down. Okay. Nice and compact right there. Ready to go. See that? Real nice. Okay, and let me show you the transmitter piece. You do get a lavalier mic. Okay. You can pin this to your to yourself like a lapel on your lapel. You can see that. You can pin it like that. There's your mic, or you can use it how I prefer to use it with a lav. I don't like to see this. I mean, it's not real big, but it kind of stands out when you just put it on yourself. Okay, let me show you how to pair the transmitter to the receiver. Okay, we got power buttons on each. Let's go ahead and hold down the power button for 2 seconds. You'll see the LED light come on. Let's do the same thing for the receiver. So you'll see the lights come on. I've already paired these. So if you see the lights are solid, that means they're paired. But I'm going to walk through this with you. Let's go ahead and press the pair button for 2 seconds. And you'll see the light start to flash there. And we're going to hold down the plus and minus buttons on the receiver. And you'll see the light flash there. And once both lights go solid, you know you are paired. Easy as that. All right. Okay, that's it, y'all. I'm going to go ahead and get back outside so we can actually hear how this sounds. All right. Okay, you guys. So I've got the iPhone 13 set at f2. I'm filming at 4K at 24 frames per second. Right. The wireless mic, I have, you can see I have the wind muff on there. Okay, what I'm also going to do is I'm going to film using the mic, the lav mic that comes with it, and we'll compare it. And then I'm also going to drop all of this out and we'll compare audio coming directly from the native mic in the iPhone 13. So just going to kind of walk around here a little bit. And the other thing that I have to be cognizant of, and I noticed this, right, is when you look straight ahead at the feed as you're recording, it looks like you're looking just off frame, which is very off-putting and weird. You kind of have to keep yourself looking towards where the camera is, which is towards the top of your phone, which is kind of a counterintuitive thing to do. It's kind of cold out here, so I'm getting a little tongue-tied, but it's a somewhat counterintuitive thing to do because you you kind of have to look off to the left in my case. So but anyhow, that's neither here nor there. So here's what I'm going to do now. I'm going to go ahead and switch to the lav mic. And no, you know what? No, on second thought, let's go down near the water first. Okay. And you can see that there's cars passing behind me on the road there. So there should be some road noise. But I'm going to go down near the water. There should be a little bit of ambient sound coming from the water there. And I guess we're testing the video quality of the iPhone 13 as well. We are in cinematic mode. And I'm just walking normally. So we're testing the, we're also testing the image stabilization as well. I'm gonna come over here and just have a seat here, and I'm going to switch this out to the lav mic, and then I'm going to drop the lav mic out, and we'll listen to audio from the native mic in the iPhone 13.
Okay, just a quick parenthetical insertion here. The Maono wireless mic receiver has gain control, so make sure you set the gain before you start recording. I failed to do that, so the mic is a little bit hot throughout this video. It's not too bad, but from time to time I do notice it. See, even big time YouTubers like me even make mistakes. Okay, back to the video.
Okay, we now have the lav mic, a lavalier mic here connected. So you can hear how this sounds. We're just gonna kind of walk down here near the bank of the river here and see how this sounds. I mean, I've listened back to it and I thought it sounded really clear, really clear, good audio. But again, I compared it to audio I was getting from the native mic, and I kind of like the way the native mic in the iPhone 13 sounded. But I was sitting in the car, you know what I mean? So there's no ambient noise there in the car. So that's one of the things I'm looking to see if there's a significant difference in. So there's water, sound from water coming from there. Let's see if I can point that out to you. From the dam there. So there's some sound coming from that. I don't know if this is being picked up. But what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to turn off the wireless system, and we're going to hear what it sounds like coming directly from the mics in the iPhone 13. All right. Now you're hearing audio from the native mics from the iPhone 13. And just really curious to see if it's picking up more of the ambient sound from the environment here, as opposed to audio coming from the lavalier mic or even from the wireless mic itself. Okay, so let's just kind of walk around a little bit and see, I'm walking through some leaves here on some rocks and gravel and whatnot. And then the other thing too, you know, when I turn away, you know, I wonder if that changes the audio. And I don't know if it's significant enough to make a difference. The big difference that a wireless system really makes is it gets the mic closer to your mouth. And also, if there's wind, the wind is picking up a little bit right now. If there's wind, it's going to cut down on that wind noise, right? Just keep things consistent. And then it will cut down on ambient noise from the surroundings. Now, if you want that ambient sound, then you wouldn't want to use a wireless system. Again, we'll listen to it back and see how all that is sounding. Okay, so that's audio from the native mic in the iPhone 13. I'm gonna go ahead and put the wireless system back on, where I'm completely wireless, no lav mic, just the unit and the phone, and then we'll kind of go about the rest of the video like that. All right, thanks for sticking with me. Okay, I actually just listened to the clips, and there is a dramatic difference or improvement in the quality of the audio when comparing it to what you get out of the native mics and then the wireless system. So for my money, in terms of efficiency, ease of use, just having the unit itself with the wind muff on there is the way to go. Now, the only thing is, this being in the frame, it just doesn't, to me, it doesn't look the best. So if you don't want that in the frame, then use the lav mic. I think it does look better. I'm not sure how easy it would be to hide this. And it actually did take me a minute to find the best placement where to put this on my coat here. Might be easier if I just have on like a t-shirt or a button down or something like that, but it was kind of a little bit of a hassle to find a good spot to place this. But outside of that, man, if you're like running and gunning, you just, want to get out and shoot and talk, shoot your video, and you want to make sure that your audio is impeccable, man, this is the way to go. All right, so I'm just going to kind of walk around. The other thing that I'm really impressed by is this cinematic mode on the iPhone, man. This is really, really nice. I like the blurry background. I'm not sure how stable the footage is going to be because I am kind of moving around a little bit and walking around. But yeah, this is really, really nice. I never thought of myself as a vlogger or anything like that, but I do have aspirations of doing a podcast. But what if you podcast it while walking around? If you can get good audio, right? You could do a vlog and a podcast, couldn't you? Couldn't you do that? There's something up there in that tree making some weird sounds. But anyway, yeah, so if you have something that you want to communicate and talk about, if you're like me and you like being outside in nature, and sometimes when you're outside and you're out here by yourself and going for a walk, sometimes your thoughts come to you better, easier, clearer, and then you're able to communicate things in a better way. Okay, you guys, there is one thing I forgot to mention. On the receiver, there is a headphone jack there, so that does allow you to monitor the audio if you need to. Okay, so that's one thing I forgot to mention, so just want to make sure to point that out. Okay, guys, thanks for sticking with me and checking me out. I really do appreciate it. I'm going to wrap this up. Hope this audio test was useful, and this stuff is not that expensive. So if you already have a smartphone, you grab this tripod, which is under 20 bucks, that little piece, the adapter that you'll need if you have an iPhone, and the wireless system. I can't remember how much that is, but I'll put that up on the screen. I'll put up what the total cost is for this entire setup. And don't forget, you can position this tripod, and let's do it, actually. That's one thing I should have done. I'm gonna position this, set it up here on the table, and back up. And there you go, we're hands-free. Position it a little better than this. But yeah, we're hands-free now. Check that out. And we're maintaining impeccable audio, right? Isn't that great? So a lot of applications for this, a lot of things you can do. And you saw it here on the Gadget Inspector channel. All right, y'all, be good to somebody, be good to yourself. I will see you in the next one. Later.
All that I crave when you're away, nights are sleepless. Do we need space? Yeah, maybe a break. Boy, you're my weakness.